What's other roads? But we will start. So we'll open up the organizational meeting. We'll start with the Pledge of Allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the United States of America,
Republic
for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
The first order is racial resolution number 1, which is adoption of the village order. Do I have a motion to accept?
I'll make the motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? No. Resolution will be appointments. The deputy mayor is Jackie. Expiration date of 4/27. And all of the appointments have the same expiration date. I won't repeat them over and over. Village clerk, Eda Espinel. Village treasurer, Eva Doe. Deputy village treasurer and clerk, Tracy Hathaway. DPW superintendent, Brad Hathaway. Village attorney, Janet Bliss. Village associate justice, Sean Donovan, annual compensation of $2,000. Administrative committee, Katie Brennan and Mark Galvin. Joint youth commission, Katie Brennan and Andrew Quinn. Village historian, Karen LaFountain, an annual compensation of $1,000. Village audit committee, which is the board of trustees. The local government liaison committee, Devlin, Jackie Kelly. Village town community development board, for Devlin, Jackie Kelly. Lead committee, Jackie Kelly. Community development, Katie Brennan and Andrew Quinn. Land code review, vacation rentals, Jackie Kelly. And LPBA liaison, Mark Galvin. Do I have a motion to accept these appointments?
Motion.
A second.
All in favor? Aye. And liaison appointments, which is resolution number 3. And I, as Arthur J. Devlin, Mayor of Village of Lake Placid, do by hereby make the following liaison appointments for the ensuing official year of 26-27. They are Trustee Galvin, Trustee Department of Public Works, Electric Department, Trustee Kelly and Quinn, Police and Fire. As always, any trustee is welcome to speak with any department as necessary. Liaisons are just in place to help streamline the process. Said trustees may receive an annual salary for service as trustee of the Village of Lake Placid. The following amounts, if they so desire, which is mayor $14,700 annually, deputy mayor $11,300, and trustee $8,500. The same are fixed for the official year beginning on April 6, 2026, through successive years thereafter until such time as the said schedule of annual salaries is changed by the Village Board of Lake Placid Village Incorporated. That was from you. Same are being paid in monthly installments on the fulfillment of the duties of such trustees. Monthly installments are to be incorporated with a New York State retirement system. Like I say, that's organization resolution number 3. Do I have a motion to accept?
A motion.
A second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Abstention. Okay, the next order is procedural or procurement items. They're listed 1 through 7. I think you've read them all. You have them in front of you. If you'd like, I can read them. If not, I'll entertain a motion to accept them as they are.
I'll make the motion to accept as they are.
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Any abstentions? Okay, and then the next is village policies. Once again, you've got them all in front of you. I'm happy to read them. If not, I would entertain a motion. The only thing I will mention is that there is one policy added this year, and that is the personal electric vehicle policy. So a motion to accept.
I'll make the motion to accept.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Okay. And then village organization resolution number 6 is for media. And the board designates Lake Placid News and Adirondack Daily Enterprise, the official newspapers of the Village of Lake Placid, and designates radio station 93.3 Lake FM as the official radio station for the Village of Lake Placid for the period of 1 year. Do I have a motion to accept?
I'll make the motion. Is that still gonna be in business?
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? No abstentions. Okay, and then the last is the bank designation, and that is the board duly resolved to designate MVT Bank, Champlain Bank, Adirondack Bank, Community Bank, and NICLAS as the depositories for funding of Lake Placid Village Incorporated for 1 year as provided for in sections 4-412, sections 3 and 2 of the municipal law.
Is Adirondack Bank still Adirondack Bank?
Oh, I guess they did change, but we haven't been asked to do any new paperwork, but
I think they're still comfortable. We have a.
it's in process.
Okay.
Kind of like Glen Falls went to Arrow and they sent us the thing, they never
But the
changed
Adirondack Bank is being purchased
by Arrow,
by Arrow,
yeah.
which is Glens Falls,
Right.
used to be Glen Falls.
Yeah. I'll ask Mindy, but I don't think any of that has come to us yet, so for now, they're Adirondack Bank to us.
Motion to accept.
I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Anyone opposed? Any abstentions? Okay, does anybody else have any other questions or comments they want to bring up about the annual meeting? Okay, at this point, then I will entertain a motion to close the annual meeting.
I'll make the motion.
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay. All right, then we will open the regular board meeting. Done our pledge of allegiance, call to order. First, section 3 is clerk items, regular board meeting minutes from March 16th. If there are no questions or comments, entertain a motion to accept.
I'll make the motion.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
And item B, transformer bid results. Motion to,
I'll make the motion.
second.
To award the bids.
Correct.
Yes, thank you. Item C is online information service agreements. Anyone have any questions or, okay, motion to accept?
I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
And item D has to do with item C, and that is online utility exchange agreement.
I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
And item E is billing department permanent hire. That's Megan Holder after a 6-month probation will now be full-time. A motion to accept or
I'll
approve.
make the motion to.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Congratulations and welcome aboard full-time Megan. Item F, part-time police officer hire.
I'll make the motion.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, and I assume, do we need to put in there, Janet, that it's via union contract and
Yeah,
salary,
according to the contract.
and that is what?
$32 an hour, although because he's part-time. That's not what Chuck put in this letter, so I'm not sure, he said due to his experience, I propose the higher Pete area of $32 an hour.
I think you have to look at the collective bargaining agreement and see if it has any provision for part-timers.
It-
And what about the retirement system?
It does. It does.
Well,
Yeah.
so if we put it in according to our laws, that will,
Yeah.
According to
As
the-
per.
But I think we increased the part-time rate to
Mhm.
32.
Mhm.
According to the collective bargaining agreement.
Okay, and I'll
Yeah.
confirm that that's what this is.
okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Let's see, item G, review board appointments. We were going to go with the recommendation of the review board.
Yes.
Yes.
I'll make the motion.
To approve that. Second,
It's-
Second.
all in favor?
Aye.
And H is approval for ZBA appointment. There was just the one. Motion to approve.
I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
And then item I is Ironman weekend request, July 17 through 19. Approval? Motion?
Whoa. No,
The request is the normal request. It's
Yes,
East Park,
the two requests, Mids Park and use of the beach house.
the entire beach house, or
That's what.
The entire beach house
Everybody
is
came up
what
with that.
the board. It's what he is requesting and the board seemed to think that was okay.
And
I thought,
Chuck said they wouldn't be in there.
okay,
Remember Brad was there at the meeting, Brad.
Yeah.
He wouldn't be either, so.
right.
no matter what.
Yeah,
matter
and
what.
Wendy sat there, didn't say anything, so
Okay.
she was fine with it too.
Okay, I thought if we went the other way, it
Yep.
would work
No,
quicker. Okay,
No, I sat where you did. I sat there.
Okay.
No way.
okay.
Okay, I'm sorry, so did we,
I
All
don't
in
think we
favor?
have,
I'll make the motion.
thank you.
second,
Second.
all in favor?
Aye.
And then, last but not least, J is a Rotary Club Dam Duck Race request, September 19th.
The vote and the road closure, right?
Correct. Motion to accept,
Motion to approve.
yeah. Second,
Second,
all in favor?
Aye.
Anything else, Tom?
No.
And treasury item, warrant affidavit number 17, thank you, Jackie, motion to approve.
I'll make the motion.
Second, all in favor?
aye.
Aye.
Is there any new business to come before the board?
We were just talking about Adirondack Bank, just so we know, I looked it up. The merger is expected to close in 2026.
Okay,
So it hasn't closed yet, so there you go. It's an 89.1 million in cash and stock approximately. There we go.
it's not over until Kate Smith sings, right?
That's it.
I think it's the family.
That was Kate. Old business. Under mayoral items, commissioner reports. Any comments?
Oh, yeah. So. I had talked to Mark briefly about Dark Skies Initiative. I am still in a battle with U-Haul, trying to get those lights down, and I know it has nothing to do with the village, it's the town and upstairs with Darcy. But in my quest to deal with U-Haul, I've come to the conclusion that it would benefit the entire area, the town of North Elba and the village proper, if we tackled a more of a Dark Skies initiative. I feel that if Tupper Lake can be dark and have an observatory, why can't we? We have so many people in this area that want to look up. I mean, I moved here 25 years ago because of nature and being outside. So I think, other than the U-Haul, if we started with the Dark Skies Initiative, I would love to see the committee reinstated to go through and do the pros and cons and stuff, because they already have all that information and it's a waste of my time to go through it. But I think it would definitely benefit our area, not only tourist wise, but I'm thinking also electrical wise. I'm sure everybody else got sticker shock when they saw their bill. And I think if we all start turning out the damn lights, it's not gonna hurt. Then I progressed from there, and I was talking to a former member of the electrical company who is retired. And as far as the electric bills, what I see, and I know there's nothing we can do with Power Authority. I understand that we already have a great rate compared to the rest of New York State. There's only 13 municipalities that are part of what we have with Power Association or Power Authority. If we can get ORDA to shut off the damn lights and or get them to pay the difference from their events. So the guy from the electrical company that I was talking to in my kitchen a couple days ago, when there's an event, the meter down at the electrical department spikes. When we go over a certain amount, our PPAC doubles, according to him and a couple other sources that I tried to research. This is when, so we're all paying for the double, you know. Once we hit double, that should be ORDA's responsibility, not the villages and not the residents that are paying their electrical bills. So I went from the stupid U-Haul to let's get ORDA off our electric meters or have them reimbursed somehow.
Let's take both of your questions separately. We do have a light ordinance, or what's I'm trying to say.
Yeah,
Already in force.
3.3 of the land use code, which is.
And that
the-
doesn't apply to it, it hasn't helped you, in other words? Because I know if you go up to like the White Face Lodge, my goodness, if you walk across that parking lot, you can hardly see the ground. They
Yeah,
were so strict with them, I just wonder where we
I
got
just would
to.
love to be able to see motion lights instead of lights blazing at 3 o'clock in the morning. I think that would make a huge difference. You know, unfortunately, where the U-Haul is, I picture every deer going through there and every squirrel and raccoon.
Right.
Setting.
But I
Setting
mean,
it
you can
off.
set motion lights
Some of it
for
they
people's
can-
eyes.
Darcy hasn't been able to enforce.
Would I be sitting here complaining about this still? No, this has started, I sent the first complaint in November.
Well, it goes back to Darcy, or the building department really doesn't have the mechanism because it's granted it's in the town would, there's enforcing isn't it comes down to, you know, Essex County doesn't have the time, you
To
know,
deal with the situation,
Yeah.
I understand that.
and that's
You
the
mean the district attorney's office?
Yeah.
And they've denied, that they've said they are not.
Right,
Our
right.
local laws.
exactly, just like the state police. No, they're not gonna enforce our local.
And I
laws.
understand that. I understand that I'm dealing with probably a founding family member with lots of money. And here I am.
Well, and a grandfather,
You think,
well, I mean,
Well, the
You
lights
are-
were installed 2 years ago.
after Bob died.
I don't know when Bob died.
Not 2 years ago, so.
Yeah, these lights, we've been dealing with these lights for 2 years. And I've talked to them, I've talked to the people down there,
I don't know,
and I've tried to be nice about it, and
No.
just in the research, I've decided instead of just U-Haul, it should be town-wide.
I thought we were I was under the impression with the Dark Sky Committee, we were interested in looking forward, we just weren't ready to proceed to certification, which at the time, that's what they were asking.
And-
I mean, we didn't have answers of whether or not on Main Street you could have Christmas tree lights up. I mean, there were just some issues. I thought we had left it at that.
well, and I think where the confusion probably happened is when the Development Commission, when we did the new comp plan. And the Development Commission kind of went away. We were hoping that, we were anticipating that the Dark Skies Committee would still work under the auspices of Roost, even though it wasn't part of the Development Commission. And I don't know if that was ever communicated to them. So,
I can confirm that it was not.
okay, so.
Yeah, I mean, the
and-
commission was abandoned.
And it
you know.
shouldn't have been, that was definitely not the purpose.
Yeah, I would just love to see
So 3 years.
it reinstated,
12.5 years.
so we can revisit this. Tupper Lake has a beautiful observatory, 1.3 miles away from,
Yeah, it
Main
is in a
Street.
pretty remote.
and they have dark skies. You know, Little Wolf
Um,
Pond and Racket River Brewing Company are 1.3 miles away from each other.
And I think Katie was dealing with Brian Magnus. Is Brian have anything to do with Dark Skies? All right, then it wasn't Brian.
John Winkler, maybe.
Oh, thank you. It was John Winkler.
Hmm.
Because what, Orta got these shields or ordered, or through John Winkler and the Dark Skies Committee. They ordered these shields for the oval lights that were supposed to contain or.
Downlight.
And what happened is, according to John Winkler, they were delivered to Orta. Then according to Orta, they never received
couldn't find them.
them. They couldn't find them. So then I was in the middle and I just said to Katie, I said, you know, you deal with John Winkler. So I think Katie might be your best conduit for, I mean, when Katie
Well,
gets back.
I think the answer on that is, yeah, she's on vacation. We'll look into that suggestion you have and also
Yeah.
the same one with.
Yeah, I mean, you can drive down Route 73, you can see the ski jumps from 10 miles away. They don't need that lit up at 10 o'clock at night when nothing's
And
going
that's an
on.
OSHA thing, right?
That is an OSHA thing and it's also an airport thing.
From Mount Van Hovenberg,
No.
The ski jumps.
I meant Mount Van Ho, I'm
Oh,
sorry.
okay.
Mount Van Ho, the track.
Well, when they, yes, when. it's
At
an-
any given night when you drive through.
That's
there,
correct. They have a 24-hour shift. So,
Those can be covered, shielded.
and I think John Winkler was working with, I think the Dark Skies Committee was working
Yeah,
with
I
them.
mean, that
with-
committee still has an appetite to
I
keep
know.
working, they just don't know who they're
Who-
working,
yeah.
and what their work's gonna do.
Yeah,
They don't have anyone to work under.
So, and now the second question, getting Orta on a separate,
Like I said, we'll work on that. There's nothing I at this point can say we definitely are going to do or not doing, but
yeah, to me, it just makes sense. I mean, obviously
not
separate
as easy as
about
saying, sure, it's
electrical
done.
is not,
it's not
Not
that,
me a
not that
viable
easy, but we will look into it.
And
but
just,
even reimbursing for the difference for the damn events, you know, which we rely on.
Is
as
that
a
legal?
Community,
I'm just gonna say, New
All
York, I mean, New York State has so many rules and regulations, you just can't.
yeah.
A lot of people get on this board saying, why did you do that? Most people get on and go, oh, it's a law?
And then is there any options there that you see? off the
Well, I
top of
know
your
at
head?
one point, there was an attempt to have Orta come off our NIPA allocation
Go after
and get their
own.
own. And I don't think that ever went anywhere.
Well, we aren't there yet. I mean, we are looking into.
But that is
not-
an option.
That
you're already
was
pursuing.
somebody's idea. I can't remember who.
and yeah, we don't know
It
if we
didn't
can do it,
work.
but also in fairness to Orta. You know, if the five of us decide to start our coffee brew at 6 o'clock in the morning. We're the ones putting it over the edge. We're the ones putting it over our allocation. If everybody decides to turn on their coffee maker at 6 AM. It's not, oh yeah,
Okay.
It-
I won't go there, but.
believe me, I mean, I'm pretty sure I know who you talk to and they only have half of the information. But we're all responsible for going.
I
over
understand that 2 o'clock in
allocation.
the afternoon on middle of July
No,
and
it-
it's 30 degrees Celsius out, obviously, everybody's got their air conditioner on.
And when we spike at any period during the day, we all become responsible. Yes, I'm sure Orta takes most of the blame, but we're all pretty much.
I know that over the years, through IEP funds, Orta has changed all its lights
Yeah.
out to the LEDs and all this other, whatever, energy saving mechanisms
The
are.
refrigeration, everything with the World University Games, the refrigeration plant, much more efficient, much energy efficient.
Right. But most of the PPAC, the way I understand it, is the transmission. You know, we've got a road that comes in here with the electric, and now there's all these tolls on the road
Mhm.
because everybody's using those. It's called congestion, actually. And that's the biggest PPAC. It's not our usage that's so high. It's the PPAC, which is the additional cost that people are charging us to get our power here on the idea that, well, there's all these people using it, so we have to charge more. And it's the same with, for example, New York City in the summer, when they're using their air conditioning, that's where the congestion comes from, and we pay for it. Because those transmission lines are now congested.
But as far as Orta goes, we will look into it and just see if it's practical or not.
And the dark skies thing we're pursuing,
I will,
That makes me happy.
to find out where that's gone, yes.
Yeah.
perfect, thank you.
Anything else?
No, not today.
Nobody online. Okay, anything from the board?
I think the motion to adjourn. Bob Peacock died November 14th, 2023.
So she installed the lights afterwards. This will be 2 summers.
And they are bright.
They're ridiculous.
Do we have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Hi.
Andrew
Yes.
Kimball is
Thank you for your input
in
always.
charge of the monument